including Josh, is from Hamilton. So make some noise for Josh Lauer, everybody.
Hi everyone, how's it going tonight? I was actually very happy to hear that Eddie Murphy was hosting the Oscars, because now you can actually show up, see what a good movie looks like, do homework, and then try again. It seemed to work for me. Basically, things are pretty good. Unemployed, so I watch a lot of television. Not very high standards when it comes to television, because these days you can't expect originality from anybody, so instead of originality, I demand honesty. If the show is honest, I'll appreciate it a little more. One good example would be if there's a show called Nikita, I expect there to be a girl named Nikita. That's all that'll keep me happy. If the show is called Supernatural, it better have something supernatural occur in the next hour, I'll be very disappointed. But the one show that I do enjoy watching, but is very dishonest in its title, is How I Met Your Mother. Great show, but the title's completely dishonest, because basically all the guy's been doing for 6 years is not tell the story of how they met their mother, because the mother's never made an appearance in 6 years. All he's doing is basically telling the kids about the conquests he's made before he met their mother. I mean, if my dad was sitting there telling me about all the women he's banged before he met my mother, I'd be sitting there going like, seriously? Are you trying to give me a hint that I should be going to the clinic sometime this month? I mean, if you got something, just tell me, I'll go get tested. You don't have to go through this whole story of how many women you banged and all that, but that's what the show should be called. What a he-whore I was before I met your mother. Or basically how much snatch I got before I met your mother. Or an even better title, why your mother needs to go to the clinic every month. That's pretty good for me there. But one thing that I'll ditch into right now is I'm currently going through basically a tough time in my life. I'm going through my first divorce, which is rather interesting. Yay for divorce! Yes, I'm free. Freedom! Very good. Nowadays, if you contact my phone and you hear my answering machine, it'll say, born free as the wind blows. Leave a message at the tone, unless you're my skanky ex-wife. But okay. Computer's tight, okay. Anyway, someone actually came to me one day and said, what is it like being divorced? Because, I don't want to go through that anytime soon. And I said, being divorced is kind of like being Germany at the end of the First World War. Basically, the fighting is over, but man, are you going to pay for it? Just basically wait for the lawyer to show up and deliver the Treaty of Versailles. Just get ready for it, because it's coming. But in the end, everyone keeps asking the same question. What caused it to break apart? You guys seem so nice together. I said, it was the simple things that caused it to happen. It's just the little things that slowly chipped away at the foundation. I would do crappy stuff. I'd drink out of the milk carton. I'd leave the seat up. And I get a little niff when she did her little things. Like fucked every guy in the neighborhood. Just the small things that ruin the whole marriage for everybody. But you gotta roll with the punches. Slut happens. But another cool thing is I'm an atheist. Don't believe in any God whatsoever. Pretty good, because atheism is a non-profit organization, according to the late great ones. One of the cool things I do enjoy about it is I actually had the Jehovah's Witness show up my door one day, and my Satan Rules shirt was not available at that time, so I decided to just engage in conversation with the followers. One of my favorite complaints, well not complaints, but one of my favorite coincidences is, everyone keeps telling me, read the book, why don't you read the book? You'll understand everything. No, that doesn't happen. If you want to become an atheist, read the book. That's the best way to get there. I said, I was talking to this old lady at the door, and I said, it's great that you're here, because I have a really big question for you. Because if you flip over to Exodus 22:33 or something like that, it says I can sell my daughter into slavery. Now, I've got a BA, and I'm a pretty smart guy, and she's pretty polite too. In this, struggling economy, what would be a decent asking price? Where should I start? And then I just looked down and go, is that shirt made of one fabric? Because you get stoned to death, you don't do that. My brother works on the Sabbath. Should I take care of him now, or should I gather a group together? It's just amazing what happens when you take everything literally. Just go ahead and read the chapters. There's actually more death and destruction done by God than there is actually by Satan. Someone actually took the time to do a death count. Apparently it's like the upper millions for God, like maybe 6 or 7 for the devil. All that, and he's supposed to be the all-loving one. Yeah, with lovers like you, who needs enemies? Oh my goodness, there we go. That's just fall nice. Alrighty. Moving on from there. Should I move on from there? Yeah, I'll move on from there. Alright, I'm going to start with a nice story from the Dark Ages, also known as my marriage. It was actually a nice incident because my brother was with me at the time. We were just visiting because, just hanging out with the kids, just being nice and stuff like that. And my wife, well, ex-wife now, she liked to talk in code. She would say things trying to outsmart the kids. Like, she said, you guys should take off now because it's almost time for the BATH. She's trying to be, speaking code. But she didn't realize at the time my brother was watching the TV and he didn't pay attention. He's like, huh? And then my little guy, who's only 7 years old, he turns to me and goes, she said bath. Didn't realize that he was not paying attention. He understood how to spell bath, but he filled it in for him just in case. And my wife was like, what? And he's like, Mom, I'm in grade 2. I can SPELL. Meanwhile, deep down inside, I was like going, yes, you tell her. And then I just said, hey, you don't talk to your mother like that. High five. All right, that's enough for me, guys. Dan, where are you? Get up here. Thank you very much, man. Have a great night.